Shall we? All right, we're about to get started here. My name is Jörg Siever. I'm a Senior Product Marketing Manager at Palo Alto Networks. And it's my pleasure to be here at the Tufin booth today to talk about the integration that we have done with Tufin. So let's talk about this Palo Alto Networks and Tufin integration. We live in interesting times, right? Over the last few years, we have seen many changes in cybersecurity. By many estimates, cybersecurity nowadays is about a $1 trillion industry actually. And it's a business, it's a real business. And like any business or any industry, cybersecurity falls and succeeds with profit. So what we at Palo Alto Networks decided to do a few years ago is just make it unprofitable for cybercrime to succeed. We have to make it so expensive for any cyber criminal to break through our defenses that they give up because it's too expensive, or they're looking for someone else to infiltrate. And that's our goal at Palo Alto Networks. On the other hand of this equation is cyber warfare. There are now about 100 nation states worldwide. 20 of them are some significant players, and they're not motivated by profit, they're motivated by warfare. They're motivated by infiltrating governments and stealing secrets. Likewise, like with the industry, like with the cyber warfare, we have to make it incredibly hard for these people to get through our defenses. And that's what Palo Alto Networks set out to do several years ago. As we're changing the future, as we are looking into the future, it becomes more and more important for us to secure our users at any stage in the network, whether it is on the mobile device. We're seeing more and more employees using mobile devices, accessing corporate data on the mobile device. We have to secure at the internet edge. That's the old firewall location, right? We need to we need to see every traffic that's coming in and going out of your network. That's the internet edge. That's where the firewall sits. We need to monitor traffic between employees and devices within the local area network. It's another very important area of your network to actually monitor, right? So we need to develop safe zones and zones within your network and monitor traffic going back and forth. It becomes more and more critical to secure data at the data center edge, right? So when more and more data is sitting on the data center, in the data center itself, whether it is in a public cloud, in a private cloud, or in the physical data center within your network. So these are the different areas that we need to secure. As a result of all of this complexity that I just explained to you, a lot of security deployments look like something like this. It's a hodgepodge of multiple best-of-breed solutions, if you want. So multiple solutions that are deployed across your network that secure against certain parts. You have an IPS, you have a URL filtering solution, you have a application identification solution, you have a DLP solution, and all of these solutions come with independent user interfaces, with independent rule bases. And all of these rule bases need to be managed. As a result of this, a lot of this becomes outdated very quickly because you have to manage 4, 5, 6 different rule bases for all of these different security solutions that you have deployed. Sound familiar, everyone? I see a lot of people nodding their faces. Yes, it is very true. This results, of course, in limited visibility, right? Because you have to look into every single user interface. You have to look into all your rule bases, all your policies that you have deployed. It also results in correlation, lack of correlation, because these best-of-breed solutions, so-called best-of-breed solutions, don't communicate with each other. So you don't see what one solution is doing and can learn from it. So that's a lack of correlation. And all of that results in a lot of manual response, a lot of manual labor, a lot of data that you have to sift through and constantly monitor. So that's a problem. This is where Palo Alto Network came in, and we actually launched our next generation security platform. What you see here is a graphic depiction of our next generation security platform. At the lower left, you can see the next generation firewall, which is pretty much at the cornerstone of our platform. The next generation security platform, the next generation firewall, protects you at the internet edge. It sees all the traffic coming in and going out of your network. But that is no longer enough. We need to secure data in the cloud. We need to secure data that is stored either in the public or the private cloud. as well as the endpoint. Because employees use data on the endpoint, they store data in the cloud, you need to secure all of this. And this is what our next generation security platform really does. And this brings me actually right to the integration that we have with Tufin. As you can see, as you've seen, our next generation security platform is providing a lot of visibility, is providing a lot of security within the Palo Alto Networks deployment, right, across your network. But we know at Palo Alto Networks that you don't just have Palo Alto Networks deployed in your network. You have other vendors deployed in your network. And as a result of this, what I just explained about the complexity of a network deployment, of the different rule bases, of the different policies that you have, becomes a problem. This is where Tufin comes in, and our integration with Tufin. Tufin brings with it a security policy, visibility, and control across a hybrid and a diverse network, security network that you have deployed. This orchestration is crucial in today's world because you have multiple vendors in your network. It also brings with it a security and compliance for the leading next generation firewall, also known as Palo Alto Networks next generation firewall, right? So you get real-time alerts for violations against policy, against compliance violations, and all that kind of stuff. Comes directly from the Tufin orchestration suite. And finally, we have added agility and security for Palo Alto Networks thanks to Tufin. And that is as a result of end-to-end change automation. If you make a change to one part of your security deployment, you get notified and you automatically can update that change in other parts of your security deployment. And that was very much my very quick 10-minute overview of the Palo Alto Networks Tufin integration. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and if you have any questions, please let me know.